There are some cases where users will face this problem. I will try to submit a rendition for this file. It's a pretty standard file. And for the sake of an example, I'm using another settings file. Another rendition profile, which is using size A4. This is a different settings file, and I will go ahead and submit it. In order to be able to create renditions when you are using settings file, the user must have at least read file permissions. That's the minimum required to be able to access the settings file, read its content, and apply them to the rendition. Let's monitor the progress of the rendition. Okay, oops, it completed. Okay, this was previously generated. In this case, I have faced an error. And this error says, unable to locate ProjectWise folder specified by ID 364. This is telling me that the user does not have access to the folder, which in most of the cases, it contains either a settings file or maybe a pen table or a design script that is required on the file presentation setting and in the rendition profile to be used. In order to solve this, we always recommend contacting an administrator. So I will log out from this data source, and I will log in once again as an administrator. So now the next step is, okay, we don't have access to folder 364. We can go to the binoculars, then go to Search Builder, and we're going to look for work areas and folders. Criterion type is going to be general properties, and the property is going to be folder ID. In this case, the folder ID is going to be 364. 364. Add criteria, click on OK, and it will show us the folder that has like access locked from the user. I will select it and go to the Access Control tab. As we can see, in this case, my username has no access to the folder and therefore is not able to access it. There is also another case where the user may have read access to the folder, but he doesn't have read permissions. We need document read permissions and file read permissions to be able to access those files. So now that I have provided access to the file, I will save and apply the changes and go back to my normal user. Okay. So let me double check settings files. Okay. Now we have provided read permissions. I will log out and log in with my IMS account. Okay, now we can see that before I made that change, folder number 4 was not displayed on my list, on my folder list. So now, because I have read permissions, it's being listed in here. I will go once again and submit a rendition for this file. Right-click on it. I will go Create Renditions. I will use my Lugo profile, which was the A4, and submit the rendition. In the newest version of ICS for PDF server, you will see that the pop-up notification will tell you if there are no other jobs currently in progress, or in case they are, you will see a number. For example, there are 5 jobs currently in progress. So that will tell us that maybe we can wait. We need to wait a little bit further for the PDF to be generated. I will display the progress window. Seems to be already generated. I will open the file, and while it opens, I will show you that I have just received the success email for this file. I will show you the one with errors, so you can see that this is exactly the same file name. It's spacegeometry.dgn, And in this case, it's also page geometry DGN. So that was what did the trick. And if we go in here, we can see that this is the latest version generated. I will just go ahead and open it. And we can see that it was generated properly. So that's it for this really simple issues.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with others. If you want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to this and Bentley's other channels. Thank you, and see you next time.